Saudi Arabia has expressed its interest in joining the Brics bloc. A report published by a South African media house called The Times Live says this was revealed by President Cyril Ramaphosa during his 2-day visit to the kingdom on Sunday. This news was also earlier revealed by Purnima Anand, President of Organization's International Forum, in July 2022. Since Brics held a meeting in Beijing in June 2022, many countries may have shown interest, like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Egypt, and so also Iran and Argentina. So what could be the reason that so many countries want to join Brics? Wait for the trivia in the end. This might surprise you. Hello everyone, welcome to Resonant News. Like, drop a thanks, share, subscribe. After the World War II, the League of Nations, which had the elite countries as members, converted itself into United Nations. The UN Charter finally came into force on 24th of October 1945. But the organization called UN has failed miserably, be it in Syria, Afghanistan or Iraq. The world helplessly saw people in these countries being put into a war one after the other. The organization is not flexible and has just 5 permanent UNSC members. Welcome Brics. Brics is the acronym coined to associate 5 major emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Additionally, Argentina, which has now formally applied for membership. Established in 2006 by Brazil, Russia, India, China, it was called BRIC till South Africa joined it in 2010. The biggest advantage that Brics has is that it is a heterogeneous organization composed of 5 major emerging economies. The member countries collectively represent 27% of world's geographic area and they are home to 42% of global population. They also share significant structural features such as rapidly growing economies, substantial military capabilities and increasing political influence in global governance institutions. In May this year, the foreign ministers of Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Egypt, Indonesia, Nigeria, Senegal, the United Arab Emirates, Thailand and other guest countries had attended the Brics foreign ministers meeting. The impetus for a Brics expansion has grown stronger against the backdrop of ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, intensifying the competition between China and US, and increasingly intense confrontation between East and West. Brics members aim to recruit nodal countries, which means that they occupy key strategic locations on the globe and are themselves growing economies. A few examples of key strategic locations are the Suez Canal, controlled by Egypt, Malacca Strait, where India keeps a close eye, and the Strait of Hormuz in Middle East. Now these are shipping choke points where most of the world's trade takes place. If you look at Saudi Arabia, it is one of the largest exporters of crude oil in the world and it holds about 15% of global oil reserves. It is also the founding member of OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Meanwhile, Russia is a member of OPEC+. Recently, OPEC+ landed in a controversy for not increasing production despite US's request to delay the decision by a month. OPEC+ later confirmed that the decision taken was based on economic reasons. Now here's some trivia that you should know. United States has proven oil reserve equivalent to 4.9 times its own annual consumption, which means without imports, there would be about 5 years of oil left in United States. So why did US try to influence OPEC Plus to not reduce its production despite it being not a member, also when it can itself increase its production? Yes, Russia is one of the reasons. Russia earns decent amount of money to run its economy via oil trade. But most of the oil trade is done in dollars, which keeps it stable. Also recently, many countries have taken steps toward de-dollarization. Brics has come up with global reserve currency, consisting of the currencies of the Brics member. The group said it is also working on setting up a joint payment network to cut reliance on the Western financial system. So you know what that means. The world economies are adopting better ways to work than to depend only on dollars. Just in case you're wondering what will happen if Iran joins this group as Saudi too is interested, you must know that Iran is already a member of OPEC. So it's not the first time both the countries would be together in a group. This bit is not covered by mainstream media, but in August 22, UAE, Saudi's brotherly country, re-established its diplomatic relations with Iran. In fact, most of them, the GCC countries, had diplomatic and good trade relations with Iran till 2016 when an attack on Saudi embassy took place in Iran. Anyways, peace is always a sign of prosperity. Give us your feedback. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe or drop a thanks.